We are hearing from those who ran into the disaster, saving residents, even those heroes who showed up to save their communities, even as their own homes burned. Los Angeles Fire Inspector John Stuhlman III was on duty the night the Palisades fire exploded. He spent long days and nights trying to save others, only for his own home to burn to the ground. And John Stuhlman III is joining us live tonight to tell his story. John, I really appreciate all of your work as a first responder. I'm so sorry for everything that you've lost. And as much as you would like to share, can you take us back to that night you were on duty and what happened?
Yeah, that night I was on duty at the Department Operations Center. It's a large command post. We were working on the Palisades fire, trying to staff the engines. And about midnight, my wife called me and said, "You better start thinking about coming home." And about 3 in the morning, she called me and said, "You shall come home right now." One of our friends' house right around the block was on fire, not too far away. She woke up from a dead sleep and her kitchen was fully involved. So my wife said, "You need to get home right now."
And you say debris was flying in the air as you were arriving after working this shift. I mean, what is going through your mind as you're approaching your house, you're seeing your neighborhood?
Oh, I had to get people out of there. There were still people walking in the middle of the street, packing up their cars. So the neighbors to the north of me, the neighbors to the south, and the neighbors across the street, including my wife, I just told them that you have to leave right now.
I mean, you tried to save your neighbors' homes first, I understand, and then your own. I mean, ultimately, you had to walk away from your home. What was that moment like for you?
That was heartbreaking. Just watching the fire, the eaves to the north and to the south were lapping up, and then watching pressurized smoke come out my front door. I knew it was a lost cause.
What was that experience like for you, given your background? I understand that you were on the force for 20 years at that point.
Okay, I have 22 years on LAFD, 25 years as a firefighter.
Yeah.
So yeah, watching my own home burn down, yeah, that was heartbreaking.
I understand that you were injured in those moments as well, trying to fight those fires. What happened?
Yeah, so I got knocked off the ladder. The winds were so severe, it pushed me off the ladder, so I hit my knee, and then I burnt my face, and I inhaled a lot of smoke.
Have you ever seen anything like this in the decades that you've spent as a firefighter?
No, I've been in a couple of what firestorms we call them, but nothing like this, nothing to this extent.
Was everything lost in that home?
Yeah, it's a total loss. So if you take a look at the pictures, yeah, the only thing was standing was a chimney and a gun safe, but it was everything in the safe was completely ash. Yeah, it's a total loss. I was able to save a couple of vehicles. My wife had the foresight to put some important documents in one of the vehicles and moved it forward. So we did save some important documents and some pictures, but yeah, it was a total loss.
What is the hardest thing to lose in a situation like that?
Well, for her, it was her wedding dress and her wedding ring. For me, it's my dad's Marine Corps flags that he had and his Marine Corps uniforms and my Marine Corps uniform. So, that's the heartbreak. It's Grandma's China, Grandpa Stuhlman's beer steins, the pictures of my grandparents from the 30s with their slick back hair. I mean, you can't replace that. They were original pictures too. They weren't copies.
Yeah. What has recovery looked like for your family? Or have you been able to access all of the city, the county resources for victims? I mean, how do you feel about the response?
We were the flavor of the week. I mean, we're forgotten about now. It's 6 months into it. The 6 months anniversary did rekindle it. I suspect it's going to happen the 1 year anniversary, but the response, some of it good, some of it bad. More the private response has been better than the government response.
I understand. What do you want people watching tonight, whether they're in LA or across the country, to take away from this experience and to understand? Because I think what's interesting is the nuance here, even for people who did not lose their homes entirely, it did not burn to the ground. It's coated in toxins, and people are trying to figure out how they're going to rebuild their lives there.
No, it's just an absolute disaster. I mean, I'm told it's better to have the house completely burned, because the adjusters, when they see the pictures of a complete burn, they don't have to fight it. But the people who have to deal with the smoke damage, they're fighting with adjusters. So I talked to my neighbors, and it's horror stories for them. They don't want to replace the drywall, the drapes, the sheets, and that stuff. All that stuff has to be replaced.
Yeah, it should not be that it is a better situation for a house to completely burn to the ground. There's so many people having to fight these individual fights. It's just awful. I really appreciate the work that you've done and continue to do, and for coming on tonight. John Stuhlman III, thank you. Wishing you all the best.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.